It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Pink Dungeon. Giving it to you real raw, rugged. And today we're back in here with another review, but it's going to be a little different, and you'll see why I say that. But it's NBA YoungBoy 4Freedom EP. I do not know why it's called 4Freedom EP. Like, I listen to this album, I don't really understand the freedom aspect of it. I don't know, like when I first seen the title, it was like, what the fuck? It's like some like like he doing this shit for his like emancipation or some shit, like as if like he's like a slave. Like, Massa, what I gotta do? Like, nigga, make an album. And nigga start tap dancing while making the album and shit. Like, is that enough, Massa? Like, no, nigga, get back on the field. So I'm not for sure what that exactly means. But hey, man, that's neither here or there. But before we get into the album review, this album is brought to you by 10-minute rice, not minute rice, because this album's like 11 minutes long, so why not? And yeah, man, shout out to the white rice, man, boiling that bag. So yeah, let's get into it. Track number 1, Drawing Symbols. So I heard this song when it first came out. I was like, okay, it's cool. Because first of all, I didn't know what he was saying. I thought he was saying something in the sand to my pain gone, baby. And I was like, why is this nigga saying something in the sand? What the fuck is this nigga talking about? But I listened to it and he said, I'm drawing symbols in the sand. I was like, oh, that makes sense. The title of the song. So I really listened to the song. I really looked at the video like on third watch, and I'm like, yo, this is like concerning. Like, this nigga's like rapping about suicide, and he legitimately has a suicide note in the letter. I mean, he has a suicide letter in the video. I'm like, what is going on here? So I could be like everybody. I could be picking on him about his herpes, could be roasting him, clowning him. But I feel like it's a little corny right now. I feel like there's bigger things to be talked about within this album / song. So I'm not going to be the nigga, oh, nigga, herpes on the lip. Oh, nigga, bump. You know, come on, that's stupid. So I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to talk about this song because I feel like this is a very, very, very important song. So, Drawing Symbols. It starts off with drawing symbols in the sand till my pain gone, baby. He say, I'm heading back to the land where the gates close, baby. I say I'm drawing symbols in the sand till my pain gone, baby. You know, I'm like, okay, this is like emotional, heartfelt or whatnot. But I rewinded the video for whatever reason. Let me start this song hard. So I look at it and it's a note that appears. I read the note and it's sectioned off into people who love me, people who don't know me, and people who want to kill me. Now, the part where people want to kill me, it says, if you want to kill me, be my guest, ... LOL. If you don't do it, I'll do it soon, and you will lose, ha 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 ha. I'm like, what is going on? And you know, in school where you write your name on the upper hand, right hand corner, and you like Eric or whatnot, he wrote YB, and then up under that, you know, you write the date. He didn't write the date, he wrote, my death date is awaiting. I'm like, what is going on here? He got a whole bunch of just like really cryptic suicide stuff in here. I'm like, yo, this is really creepy. And I haven't seen too many people talk about that. That is very concerning to me. So I listened to the song and he literally has direct bars about killing himself. He said, they say his miss walked in on him. He was playing with that fire. They say he told one of his homies he gonna blow out his mind. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So the reason that I really want to discuss this is because I feel like this could be very important. This could be very detrimental, or this could be positive, or this could be detrimental and positive. The reason I say that is because this is a hood nigga talking about directly wanting to kill himself. Now, I feel like a lot of people should know that black people in general, but specifically hood niggas, do not talk about their depression, anxiety, whatever mental issues they may have. They just don't talk about it because when you do talk about it, you look like, well, that nigga a white boy, man. Let's get your little green ass out of here, jit. You know what I'm like? They will like shun you, like, nigga depressed. Nigga, go drink a Sprite. Like, oh, I'm not depressed anymore. This Sprite really did the work. Like, nigga, go with some ginger ale. You know, black people, every time you get sick, they get some ginger ale. Like, oh, ginger ale, I'm not depressed anymore. Take ginger ale. Like, it's not how that works. So I think that people should really, really listen to this because this could be important, because a lot of hood niggas love, a lot of hood girls, hood niggas, like a lot of black people just love NBA YoungBoy. So people listen to NBA YoungBoy, I would imagine, are going through very similar things: depression, anxiety, whatever he's going through, paranoia, a lot of that, just like things that come from, you know, traumatizing experiences, right? So I feel like when they're listening to this, they may be like, damn, like NBA YoungBoy a hood nigga just like me, and he talking about all this white boy shit, this depression shit. Like, is this nigga a white boy? They know NBA, they know YoungBoy ain't no white nigga, you know what I'm saying? This nigga's a nigga from the hood. So they like, huh. I hope some people can listen to that and be like, is it okay for me to express my problems now since he's doing it? I don't think the way he's doing it is a very healthy way, because he seems to be self-destructing before our eyes. He's making songs about wanting to kill himself, hating himself, which is not good at all. But I would hope people would listen to that, niggas from the hood, and be like, damn, because I've been saying for the longest, I feel like, you know, throughout this like whole Black Lives Matter, just like this whole black empowerment movement, niggas from the hood have been left out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas aren't catering to them at all. Like, because the people that's talking is niggas not from the hood. They don't know nobody from the hood, so they can't talk about it. So I feel like NBA YoungBoy having this voice talking about suicide directly is crazy. Because I don't know too many hood rappers that have talked about suicide. Yes, maybe niggas from the 80s and 90s have talked about it, but I'm talking about right now. Maybe Meek Mill have said it like a couple times in a song. I can't really think of too many hood rappers who talk about wanting to kill themselves. And if they do, they'll say like, once upon a time in my life, I was suicidal. They're not saying like, right now at this point in time, I want to kill myself. I hate myself. I don't love myself. I'm trying to OD. That's not a thing. Only person I can think that may have done that is a nigga like Kevin Gates. And Kevin Gates is like, well, NBA YoungBoy is under Kevin Gates' wing right now, so that would make sense. But outside of that, there's not too many niggas that do that. So the fact that he's pushing suicide and mental like issues to the forefront is crazy. And I don't think he's trying to do that on purpose. But the fact that it could be a domino effect to where people could listen to that and be like, damn, that nigga want to kill himself. I want to kill myself too, which would be terrible. I would hope people have critical thinking skills enough to be like, this nigga like wilding right now. Like that nigga need to, you know, handle this shit better. You nigga need to go get a therapist. That's really what it sounds like he needs. It sounds like he needs somebody to talk to. And he don't really got nobody to talk to. That's what it sounds like. That's why his therapy sounds like his music. Like he's just writing it down, just letting it all out, which could be healthy, which could be bad, because maybe he needs more than music. Maybe he needs an actual person to talk to. I don't know. But I just want to say that I think Drawing Symbols is a really, really important song, because the fact that he puts a suicide letter, he's talking about depression, he's talking about wanting to kill himself. He's talking about what he said. He said, they say he on a porch. Hold on. They say get that out of his hand. He on a porch with a chopper. They say he popped like 7 Xans just to help all his problems. Like the nigga on a porch with a chopper. Like what the fuck? Like this? Like what the fuck is going on, bro? Niggas say he popping 7 Xans. Like the fact that he's talking about this, I really can't think of too many hood niggas, real hood niggas who do shit like this in their music. So this is just crazy to me, man. And I really hope he gets help, man, because a lot of black young men in the hood, they deal with too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is dealing with shit that niggas in Iraq and Vietnam back in the day didn't have to deal with, and they don't have any help. You know what I'm saying? Like they really don't know what to do. There's nobody like, hey, you should do this right here. Like, first of all, they had no guidance to get them to the point where they were, so they already in a wrong position. Now they got shit going on that's fucking up with their brain. They really don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't had no guidance in life to say, hey, don't go down this path, now that they having mental issues, they really don't know what to do. So I really hope that, you know, one day, this is like beyond a review, that, you know, shit can get better and niggas in the hood can, you know, feel comfortable talking about the shit they got going on in their lives and get guidance and shit like that. So I feel like NBA YoungBoy needs to go to therapy or whatever. And when he does that, maybe he could talk about that in his songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was tripping. I wanted to whip myself. You know what I'm saying? I went off myself. I was playing around with fire and shit. You know what I'm saying? But maybe one day he gets help. He could talk about positive shit in his music. Like, you know, I was going through shit, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Niggas where I'm from don't talk about that, but I had to talk about it. Now I'm at a better place. So I don't know, man. I really think this is a very important song. It could be one of the most important songs of the decade, man. I'm not gonna lie. It could really help shit, because this song could reach somebody to get in contact with him, help him out. I don't know, but this song is really troublesome. You know what I'm saying? And he talks about giving, you know, like they say that he not with his girl because he gave him herpes. You know, so the fact that he's talking about that shit, he's an open book right now, talking about having herpes. Like it's just crazy, man. It's really sad. And I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna kick a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, where he at a point in his life. I'm not gonna kick a nigga while he down. That's some corny shit. So yeah, I really hope the man get help. Anyway, track number 2, Running here. More like hating himself, talking about blowing out his brain, but it was a lot of good aggressive rapping. Like he was snapping on this track, a really good track. Yeah, he was really rapping really well on this track. Change. The hook is, I fucking hate myself. I was like, what is going on? At that point, I was like, I gotta talk about this. Like, this is getting out of control. So I really hope this man get help. He's screaming for help right now. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't know what to do. Because like I said, niggas from the hood, they don't know how to display that, because you get shunned upon for stuff like that. So, hey, shout out to him for being brave enough to talk about it, man, because a lot of niggas would be like, nah, you know what I'm saying, man, I ain't talking about that, nigga. I'm just drinking ginger ale. So, shout out to him, man. That's really cool. He's talking about that he has to be alone for him to be able to change. I think that's an interesting concept. You can't have people around you trying to help you. You have to come to yourself, maybe close the room door, you know, talk to yourself and come to that decision to where you need to be in your life to yourself. So the fact he's thinking like that, I think that's possibly a positive thing. He talks about having a old girl name inked on his skin and always gonna have it on his skin. Speaking of Janaya and how he miss her, like the nigga just needs somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not like nigga need love. It's not like he ain't really had no love, because he talked about on John Symbols, or I think it was John Symbols, that he don't trust no woman. He don't even trust his mama. It's not like he need love in his life, and he really ain't had love, because he's talking about his grandmama. I feel like his grandmama gave him like the love that he wants, and now that his grandmama is not on earth anymore, he keeps yearning for that love, and he just can't get it because she's, you know, God rest her soul, she dead. So I think it's just this is a crazy album, man. It's really crazy. Then the last track is We Them. Fire. It's probably my second favorite song outside of Drawing Symbols in the Sand. He was spitting on here, man. So yeah, a lot of good rapping on this album. It's just concerning to me, man. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to laugh at this because I don't want to laugh at anything on this album. But the fact that he said he's drawing symbols in the sand, it just like kind of put me in like the mind frame. Like I'm walking down at the beach at night. The nigga got like a stick or something. He's like drawing symbols in the sand. Like, nigga, is that NBA YoungBoy? Like, are you YoungBoy? He's like, yeah, man, going dumb. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just drawing symbols in the sand. Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? So that was just like kind of like not funny, but it was just like it's kind of humorous. Like, nigga, I could just never imagine nigga NBA YoungBoy drawing symbols in the sand. Like he was a chick flick or something. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting. But hey, go listen to this album. I want you, if you don't listen to anything, listen to Drawing Symbols. That is a really, really good song, man. They say I'm drawing symbols in the sand to my pay going, baby. They say I'm going home to the land where the gates closed, baby. That's so hard, man. Niggas say you listen to Luther Vandross. When you listen to Luther Vandross, you are sad. I've never listened to Luther Vandross. Like, nigga, I'm happy. I want to dance with my father again. Like, no, never. The only time Luther Vandross come on is when a nigga depressed. So yeah, man, I really hope that young brother get help. And you guys go listen to that album. It's a really good album. Really good EP, rather. And until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate it. Players gonna play. I let your boy know, man.